Hey Darren, quick update on your. I just want to do a report on your account. Let you know what we've been doing Up until this point, we've been putting a lot of effort into getting your account ready to go, and mostly because of the allstar.biz or allstarpestcontrol.biz account. Since that URL was so difficult to get a hold of, it kind of set us back a few weeks. But doesn't matter now because we got it and we're good to go. So if you go to if you type in allstarpestcontrol.biz, that's your domain name, and hit enter, it will take you into this website. This is your new website. I think it looks really good. I have a second domain for you. Now the other domain is pestcontrolallstars.com. So it doesn't matter if you type in allstarpestcontrol.biz or pestcontrolallstars.com. They both go to the same website, but I would strongly advise you in any advertising that you send out, any marketing that you do offline, flyers, things like that, if you run a billboard or do anything like that, I strongly advise you to use pestcontrolallstars.com. It's a verifiable fact that .biz numbers they don't work nearly as well because everybody is so used to .coms that if you tell somebody our website is allstarpestcontrol.biz, they won't hear the biz and they'll get on and they'll type in allstarpestcontrol.com. They won't find you because it's not the right address. They won't know to type in biz, and then they'll just think that they wrote the address wrong and it won't work. And so it's always better to use a .com. Plus, pestcontrolallstars.com is I think it's just as easy to remember. It represents you just as well. So I'd strongly advise you to use this domain for your marketing. But they both go to the same account. They both go to the exact same website, so they work the same. But like I said, if I were you, I would use a .com. It's a little bit more recognizable account. Now let me explain your website really quick. So when you log on, you've got this website that comes up. It's got some really cool pictures, and it's got these, it talks about our process. These are hyperlinks, so if you click on them, it'll take you to the page and talk more about it. This just scrolls automatically. When somebody goes on this, if they're a new customer or if they want to get service, they're interested in looking at you to start service, then they'll be attracted to this box, start new service, pretty obvious. If it's somebody that already uses you and they want to make a payment or schedule a reservice or something like that, they'll be attracted to this box. If they just want some more information, they'll be attracted to this box. So it's I think it's really easy to navigate, super intuitive. They scroll down a little bit more. It says what we offer. They can scroll down. They can see our services, general pest control, termite, pest control, bed bugs. So your three main services are advertised right there. Bam, bam, bam. Eventually, I'm going to add commercial pest control right now, but I didn't want to take up too much more of your budget because I want to get you up on pay-per-click ads right now. So down the road, we'll add some more links to this, but right now, this is what we've got. Now, this is a hyperlinked video. If somebody clicks on this, it'll automatically take them over to this video. This is one that you've already seen before. It looks great. I think it does a really good job of explaining your service, and I think it's going to be very effective to get people to call in. Eventually I might change this because I think where it frees me is I've got this goofy look on my face, but I don't think it'll affect whether or not people play it. They'll know that I'm in the middle of a sentence. So it says you don't have to live with bugs. So anyways, I've got that on the home page. If you go up on the home page, it's got your tabs up here. People can go in about us. If they go into meet the owner, it's got that story about you. Hopefully all that's accurate. I think it is. And then if they go into our guarantee, I think you'll get a lot of people that'll want to be interested in your guarantee. This has a video on it. They click on this, they'll be able to play this All-Star Guarantee video. I think this video is going to do an awesome job. So you go out, you do somebody's account for the first time, service their account. 2 or 3 days later, they see bugs. Now, when I was a vice president for Rove, we dealt a lot with people calling in. Like 2 or 3 days after we did their service, and they said, hey, we want to reservice. So a lot of times they're frustrated because they said, I've actually seen more bugs because, as you know, house hasn't been treated for a long time. You come and treat it, agitates the bugs, and they start crawling around, especially spiders. And so what this video does is it explains that. It explains to the customer, hey, it takes a week or two. Give it a little while, let it work. If you're still seeing bugs after 2 weeks, then call us. So I recommend that you watch that video. I think it'll work really well for you. I think it'll cut down the amount of reservices that you get. And then also, I would advise that you use this video for training purposes as well. So for your guys that are out knocking doors, have them watch this video, and it'll help them to know how pest control works. And then they can explain to their clients, their soon-to-be clients, not to call back 36 hours after you did the service and want a reservice. So that this is good for training purposes. So anyways, it's also got these numbers. These are all tracking numbers, so if somebody calls on this, we'll record the call. It'll work really well for you. Be able to hear it, use it for training purposes. Now under services, I've got your 3 different services: residential, termite, and bed bugs. If you click on residential, they've all got videos, but only the residential is hooked up right now. That's the only video that's hooked up. But all of them are ready to go. On termites, like I said, it doesn't have this video here, but it's got all the text, and the video will be on very soon, probably within a couple days. The video's been shot. It's just I'm putting the components together. So, but anyways, the text is there. So this right now will already work to persuade people to call in, but the video will be on soon. Same thing with bed bugs. The video is coming now on residential pest control. This has got a short little video. I think it's like it's 4 minutes long. Same thing with this video. I'd recommend that you use this video for training purposes too. Allow all your reps to listen to the video. I think it can teach them how to explain a service. I've sold a lot of pest control, and so I'm pretty well versed in knowing how to explain the service. I've sold like 1,200 plus accounts. So anyways, they can use that for what it's worth. Let's see, what else do we got here? So specials, I think there's a video on one of these. Yeah, there is a video. Let me make sure that that's hooked up. So that's for customers. If the existing customers click for discount, there's a video there. Short little video. Oh, that's the wrong one though. Okay, that's a mistake. I'll get that fixed, but it's not a big deal. I've got a different video that's going to get hooked up there, but I'll get that fixed shortly. And then the video that I'm going to hook up just has this information on it, but that's fine for now. Make a payment is linked. If you click on that, it takes you into your payment gateway. People can enter their username and password. Facebook link is linked. If people click on that, it takes them to this Facebook page that I've been managing for you with all the funny quotes. People can start, liking it, whatever. Okay, so that's your website. That's how it works right now. That's how it's set up. I think it's a nice looking site. I think it's well organized. I think that it'll work really well. We're running traffic to this website, so I've got ads online for you right now. We're running ads for termites, for bed bugs, for some general pest control terms like Pest Control Wichita, and also for ants is the other one that we've got hooked up right now. So some specialized bugs and for residential pest control. I think the keywords are like Pest Control Wichita, Wichita Pest Control Services Wichita, or just Pest Control Services, and then it just shows only to people who live in the Wichita area. So these ads aren't going to go out to everybody in the nation. It's only going to show to people who live in Wichita and Omaha, Nebraska. So, and then, like I said, I've got tracking. If somebody calls in and they say, I want to start a new service, they'll go to a page that has both your offices, Kansas, Nebraska, and these are tracking numbers. So if they call these, we got the recording. Now you should have access to this recording, your All-Star call tracking account. I sent that to you before, but if you don't have access to it, or you lost the email, you didn't get the email, whatever, give me a call, or actually just send me an email, and then I'll shoot you over the username and password, but you should have access to this already. It's super useful. I'll keep an eye on this, and it'll help you to know how well your office staff is doing at closing sales. So I generate leads, I generate calls, but once the calls come in, the office staff has to be sharp, really good closers to get those people to commit to whatever, whether it's sign up for the service or an inspection or whatever they're trying to get them to do. So we've already had a couple of leads, a couple of call leads that have came in. This is the one I emailed you about this morning. I know it says North Carolina, That's just because the lady has a North Carolina phone number. So she's probably from North Carolina. She moved to Kansas or Nebraska, and she just kept her cell phone number. That's pretty normal. That happens a lot. But she called and left a number on your line. This is what it's. This is the call. This came in. You probably already heard this on your recording this morning.
Hi, my name's Maria Rohr, RHR, 910-944187, and I want to start a new service.
So she wants to start a new service. That's a pretty hot lead. You probably already closed that. I'm guess she left that on your machine yesterday on Sunday at about 2:45 your time. So it was in the afternoon on Sunday. You got that this morning. I'm sure probably already called her back. Probably already closed it. That came off of this new website because she called into our tracking number, so she had to have went to our new website. So it's already produced a lead. I'm not sure where she found us, but like I said, we are running PPC ads. We're going to run quite a bit for the remainder of this month. I think that you'll do pretty well. With a budget of $1,000, if we produce 5, then that's $200 a sale. 5 actual closed sales, and that's about $200 a sale. 10 sales would be $100 a sale, and anything more than that would be just awesome. So I think that we'll be somewhere in that ballpark. Going forward, we'll see. We'll see how we do. But I think that your website will do pretty good as far as getting you some sales from this point on. I wish that we would have had this up 2 or 3 weeks ago, but the URL was major pain to get, so that took up a bunch of our budget. But anyways, it doesn't matter now because we've got it. It's all hooked up. It's all working now. That's all I've got right now. I'm a little bit late on getting an invoice to you. I'll send an invoice over to you in the next day or two, and that'll have more of a breakdown on where your budget's been spent. But anyways, yeah, we'll generate some sales. Talk to you later.